Richard Chapman here from CyberNow Labs, bringing you the next cybersecurity awareness tip. We are going to talk a little bit about securing your home Wi-Fi. That's probably a scary thing for a lot of people. Listen, you don't have to be tech savvy to be able to protect your home Wi-Fi. That said, there are some things that you want to make sure that you are doing to protect your home Wi-Fi setup. Now, when you do go through the steps of setting up your Wi-Fi, generally it's a kind of a walkthrough, an easy step-by-step, do this, don't do that kind of thing. But there are a few steps that you probably will need to manually do to make sure that you're protecting your Wi-Fi environment. First and foremost is change the default password. When you log into your home Wi-Fi for the first time, you're going to be using what is generally known as a default Wi-Fi or default password. That default password is kind of assigned by the vendor, right? Or by your ISP, depending on how you're getting your Wi-Fi set up in your home. So don't use the standard one that's there. Change one. Make it a complex password, like we talked about in one of the other cybersecurity tips earlier this month. Make sure that you change that password. Don't share or leave your environment open to other people. You don't want to make it to where people can log into your Wi-Fi without any passwords, because then they're potentially introducing things to your environment. So make sure that you're not leaving it open. Have that password protected so that you're protecting that Wi-Fi setup. Create a guest Wi-Fi. Anytime friends or family come over, you can give them the guest Wi-Fi. You can enable it when they're there, disable it when they're not there. That way it's not just sitting there broadcasting, but they have a specific password for that specific subnet or that specific guest Wi-Fi, to where also they're not going to introduce potentially any compromises to your network that they don't even know that they have, right? It's just another way to help keep yourself safe and secure there. You want to make sure that you update your router. This may be and sound like a little bit of a scary item here. There are a lot of these Wi-Fi routers now that have auto updates available, but if not, Google the model number of your router, find out how to update it, and then make sure you're keeping it up to date. These different hardware vendors update their software all the time. So there could be an update that you need to help keep that environment safe and secure. And then when it comes to the protocols, we're not going to get into the different protocols that there are on Wi-Fi specifically, but you want to make sure that you're using the most up-to-date security for your Wi-Fi setup. WPA3 is absolutely going to be where you want to be there. WPA2 and 1, and then WEP, those are older security setups, and they have lower levels of encryption. They have less, the WPA3 is going to have better authentication, which is definitely going to help you stay more secure. Overall, the more up-to-date security protocol is going to be more secure. So make sure that you are using a router, or make sure you're using the settings in that router for the highest possible security features that you can. Don't be the person that shares the internet for free with a neighbor who's kind of freeloading or piggybacking off of your Wi-Fi and maybe doesn't secure their own devices in the same way that you are. So, cybersecurity awareness tip, make sure you are updating and protecting your Wi-Fi, keeping it absolutely as secure as you possibly can.